What does the deep scale suspectology of Karen Read look like? What does it reveal? Murder doesn't happen in a vacuum. And from what we have learned thus far at the trials and through the systematic study of the suspect is that in the months, days, hours, even minutes before the death of John O'Keefe, Read was increasingly losing control of the relationship she had with John. Less than a month before that long and cold snowy night while vacationing with friends in Aruba, Karen Read saw John hugging a dear friend of his that he hadn't seen in a long while. John was actually the godfather of the woman's nephew that he was hugging and was a very close friend of the family. Karen became so irate at the sight of them hugging that she spit and screamed profanity across the hotel lobby at her.
Very loud. She very, energetically screamed for me to go myself. Johnny was trying to calm her down. This was my first interaction with her. I had never been fully introduced to her at all.
Now, this was a 43-year-old woman in public, behaving in such a manner that was not only reprehensible and immature, but also it was abusive, controlling, and humiliating behavior towards her boyfriend, John. The downward destructive spiral continued just 2 weeks later, and just 13 days before the murder, John had a few of his friends over to watch the New England Patriots playoff game. When John's buddy, Brian Higgins, was about to leave, Karen secretly and deceitfully escorted him to the door and kissed him in an unfriendly, passionate way. Subsequently, she began a textual, sexual fling affair with him, inviting Higgins over to her house late at night for some company, and voiced over text her bitches, moans, and complaints about John and having to participate in being a part-time parent to his kids. His kids were the children of his sister, and when she died of brain cancer, and when their father died suddenly 2 months after, John stepped up and became their legal guardian and found purpose as a parent. In how many other cases, mostly with the roles reversed, have we seen this type of toxic, gaslit interpersonal dynamics end in tragedy? Karen accusing John of having an affair and calling him awful names, all while it was she, Karen herself, who was actually having the affair. Then came the phone calls and the voicemails. Raw, hateful, angry words spewing with contempt.
The voicemail for 123708.
John, I'm here with your fucking kids. Nobody knows what the fuck you are, you fucking pervert. Yeah, it's 1 in the morning. I'm with your fucking niece and nephew. You fucking pervert. You're a fucking pervert. John, I'm going home. I cannot babysit your niece. I need to go home. You are fucking using me right now. You're fucking another girl. Kim's sleeping next to me. You're a fucking loser. Fuck yourself.
Karen's history of volatile, tempestuous behavior shows she was quick to anger. 14 months before the murder, her neighbors had to call the Mansfield Police Department because Karen came outside and began yelling and screaming at them because their dog was barking. After they apologized to Read, Read continued to yell at the neighbors and said, "Wait and see, you'll be sorry." The neighbors also told police that this happens often, and anytime their dog barks for more than a minute or so, or they make noise like play music in the middle of the day or blow leaves, Karen comes out of her house and begins screaming at them. This is documented, unhinged, aggressive behavior. And throughout all of this, the TV, the court, the docu-series appearances, I have yet to see an ounce of sympathy or empathy from Karen Read. Not for her boyfriend John O'Keefe, his family, or his 2 kids who lost yet another father, or their funkle as they so endearingly called him. Whether you believe Karen Read is guilty or innocent, she is far from the victim in this case. And in the end, this case isn't about Jen McCabe or Michael Proctor. It isn't about a dog or a turtle or any other contrived conspiracy. This case, at its core, is a case of DV&A. His name was John J.J. O'Keefe.